Allison Teal. Thank you for wanting to learn more about being a beach buddy. As a beach buddy, you will be paired with one of our participants to be their companion and guide for the day. Some of the most common groups of special needs that we serve are children with autism, children with Down syndrome, children with mobility challenges, and children with vision or hearing impairment. Notice we say children first. We're all people first. We focus on abilities and work around disabilities. Here are some of the most common questions that we hear. What if I don't have experience working with kids with special needs? No worries. Most of our volunteers didn't even have prior experience before their first day either. Between this video and what we cover on the day of the event, you'll have enough information to be a great buddy and have an amazing day. How will I know what to do? It's easy. Remember, your buddy's just a kid who wants to have fun. It's 100% okay to ask questions, so don't feel intimidated or worried about saying the wrong thing. Between their parents and our more experienced volunteers, we've got you covered. What if I don't know how to surf? That's okay. We have plenty of water team members. Your role is to stay on the beach and be your buddy's guide. What if I cry or get emotional? Don't worry, I do this all the time. It's natural to cry and get emotional. We get to be part of some very special moments. So feeling overwhelmed with joy, it's just part of the experience. Come prepared for a fun-filled day at the beach. You'll spend the day moving around in the sand, so you need sunscreen, hat, glasses, etc. And you may get wet. But your role is not to get in the water. We'll provide you with a team shirt at registration, morning coffee, and snacks. Please bring your own water bottle, and we'll have a refill station. We also provide a hot lunch. As a beach buddy, you'll be an Insta friend. You'll be their personal guide and cheerleader from arrival until the awards ceremony at lunch, so have fun getting to know them. Talking about things they like will help your bond and will give you all something to talk about, especially if they are nervous. Remember, some of our participants may be non-verbal, but even if they can't respond, they're listening and understanding, so just keep chatting them up. And don't forget to remember their name. It is so easy to forget. Write their name on your hand with a Sharpie or read their name tag over and over again before it gets wet and falls off. Or you could make up a rhyme like, Bart, he's so smart. Some kids will be chomping at the bit to do everything. Other kids might need some serious patience, so support them and try new things. Either way, we'll all figure it out together with you being your beach buddy's advocate. We have tons of stories about kids who didn't want to walk in the sand, they didn't want to put the wetsuit on, they're like, And then, at the end of the day, we could not get them out of the water or off the board. To me, those are the most rewarding experiences. Helping someone through something they didn't even think was possible, and then finding that they love it. And I think you'll love it too. Some of the kids have special ways of communicating, like sign language. Parents are full of great strategies that work with their kids. If your buddy's nonverbal, ask the parent if he or she uses a certain sign to communicate, and they can show it to you. Be sure to ask the parents if your buddy has any food or sting allergies. Your buddy may be nonverbal or may not show basic outward expressions, but don't worry. We often hear after the fact that they were taking it all in and had the time of their life. So even if you're not feeling a connection that you would recognize, it doesn't mean that it's not happening. At check-in, please let us know you want to be a beach buddy. And if you have any special skills such as speaking another language or sign language or any physical limitations. Sometimes we get participants who are very physical or runners. We'll use this information when we pair you with your buddy. If you happen to get paired with a buddy that you're not comfortable with, it's truly okay to let us know, and we'll work to make a swap. We really want you to have an enjoyable, rewarding beach day. When we all get to the beach, there's going to be a volunteer meeting to review all the information you're going to need and ask any questions about being a beach buddy. Things really kick into gear when we begin water activities and hit the waves. Make sure to find the people with clipboards to sign your child up. Sometimes there's a wait, so entertain your buddy while waiting, but also keep tabs on when it will be their turn so you don't miss out. We have a few rules to assure that we are all in sync and can have a safe, fun day. Please pay close attention, as some of these rules may not be obvious. Safety is our #1 goal. If we're safe, we can all have fun. We're proud of our record of a 0 participant injury since day 1. It's important to never lift your buddy by the arm or hand. We always lift under both arms since their joints can be fragile. If you have a big buddy, just get help. This is especially important if your buddy is in a wheelchair. Helmets and vests must always be worn in the water, but may be removed in between if desired. There are no exceptions. Some parents may tell you that they're willing to waive our rules for their child. Please let them know that our rules are not optional, and many are dictated by our insurance. If you need help with this, let a team member know. As a beach buddy, you're not allowed in the water past your knees. Your buddy is only allowed in the water with one of our water team members, who will be wearing special colored rash guards. When you get close to the ocean, make sure you physically hold the strap on their life vest until you get a sense of how they will act near the water, even if they seem like great swimmers. This is one of our biggest challenges. If you take one step in the water, then you want to take 2, and before you know it, you're soaking. This can potentially create a safety challenge. The best idea is to stay back from the water unless your buddy is going out in the water with a team member or coming back in. We kindly ask that you stay out of the surf launch area. We have big surfboards, bodyboards, kayaks, and sometimes even outrigger canoes going in and out. So it's very important that these areas remain clear so the boards can launch and land without having to worry about people in their path. If you gotta take a potty break, it's best if the parents take their child. If not, you must bring a third person with you. Get one of the floating team members to join you if needed. If you need to go, make sure you find someone else to fill in for you while you're gone, so your buddy doesn't think you just disappeared. Here are a few tips that might help. Have a napkin handy. Our participants often need to blow or wipe their noses after getting out of the water. They can do any water activities as many times as there is room and time during the event. You'll find that some kids want to just play in the sand, be kids, collect seashells, build sandcastles. That's okay, but we do try to encourage them to try new things and get out in the ocean. Even if they're timid, they might find out that they just fall in love with the ocean. Our water teams are great at taking baby steps with cautious kids. Remember to be waiting for them while they're participating in any activity. Cheer them on, give lots of high fives or woohoos or even a hug. Remember that there are a lot of the same shirts just running around, so it can be confusing and difficult for your buddy to pick you out of a crowd. Best day is seriously the best. And hopefully this video answered most of your questions and you'll be comfortable joining us for a one-of-a-kind beach experience. Your buddy and their family and you will have a blast. By sharing your time, talent, and desire to help others, you may surprise yourself with what is possible and make some new friends in the process. We want to thank you for volunteering. You've heard that it takes a village to raise a child. Well, it takes the Best Day tribe to host a day at the beach. Any further questions can be answered at the beach.